For this next drill, what we're trying to do is create or change the orientation of the pelvis and then get true hip motion on a kind of neutral pelvis and rib cage. So to do this drill, what we need is a wall that we can place our feet up on. What I want you to do here is drag your feet straight down, but let the friction of your shoes or your feet keep them on the wall. This should just activate your hamstrings a little bit. You can think about driving them down. We use that hamstring activation to lift our pelvis up or think about peeling your sacrum off the floor. We don't want to go super high up, just an inch or two off the ground. Your low back should still be flat to the floor. From here, we need to work on our breathing. So the breathing sequence for this is in through the nose, out through the mouth. And when you're inhaling, it's nice and slow. Think 5 seconds. As you're exhaling, another 6 seconds out through your mouth like you're fogging a mirror. The reason why we do it like that is that helps turn on your obliques. So you'll notice when you're pushing out every last bit of air right at the very end, that last 10 to 5%, when you're breathing out through your mouth like that, is it will just shoot your obliques on and we'll get less rectus abdominis. We don't want to crunch like this. We want to pull these ribs down and in by using our obliques to do that, and this is the best way to do it. So in through the nose, out through the mouth. We'll pull our hips back up. We're going to place a ball right here, and we're just going to breathe. Now, where we can progress this is we can start to swivel our hips. So think one hip down, one hip up. And we want to limit how much side to side motion we're getting at the hips. We don't want this. We want to just drive one hip down, one hip up, and then exact opposite. Maintaining this peeled sacrum off the floor position, so hamstrings are still on a little bit. Pelvis is in a neutral position. We're tucking our rib cage down by breathing in through our nose and out through our mouth. I want you to hold some of that oblique tension as you exhale. Once you get all the way at the end and your obliques are on, hold that contraction, breathe back in through your nose, and just maintain that sequence as you swivel forward and back. Think about pushing this knee as high as you can, driving this knee as deep as you can into that hip, and then doing the exact opposite. A key here is that your feet have to stay flat to the wall the whole time. Can't let a heel pop up or your toes start to pop up, anything like that. Then we're getting not motion at the hips. It'll come in from the foot instead, right? So that has to stay firmly planted on the wall, and then we're just swiveling through there, getting good true hip motion on a neutral pelvis.